One of the most iconic shoes in the Nike library of shoes is the Air Force One, and one of the most iconic brands in the world is the GORE-TEX brand, and what that brings to outdoor shoes. And when you put those two together, Air Force One, GORE-TEX, slam them into a collaboration, you get an absolutely fire looking shoe, which is also very practical. And today that's what we're going to be looking at, is the Nike Air Force One Burnt Orange and the Nike Air Force One Gold GORE-TEX collaborations. This is a Tokyo Butter 23 sneaker channel, Tokyo Butter 23 sneaker channel です。毎日アップするので、毎日見てください. And every single day I bring you content from Tokyo, Japan about upcoming sneaker releases, sneaker news, and sneaker reviews. And today what we're looking at is the upcoming release of two Nike Air Force One GORE-TEX collaborations, one in gold and one in burnt orange. They're both fine looking sneakers, and looking forward to talking to you about them very briefly today. But before we do that, this is a YouTube channel, and YouTube channels need subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do hit that subscribe button down below, because it's tremendously helpful. If you have subscribed to the channel already, thank you very much. I truly appreciate your support and sticking around and helping the channel grow. And as I am here in Japan, I do say at the start of every one of my videos, Toroku onegaishimasu. Mada toroku shite nai kata wa zehi toroku yoroshikuお願いします。もう登録してくれた方を感謝するので、感謝するので、なんていうかな、ありがとうございます。それを伝えときます。感謝を伝えときますから、登録してくれた方にarigatou gozaimasu. Okay, so let's have a look at these two sneakers. They're very simple looking, and the burnt orange one kind of reminds me of that Mars Nike Air Max 90 that dropped earlier, just in its color, but it doesn't have any of the features of the Nike Air Max 90 Mars that dropped earlier. But in the color, it's definitely got that burnt orangeness about it. There was a signature of the Nike Air Max 90 Mars. And then in the gold ones, that's a total departure from anything I've seen before. What they do both have some very sort of similar commonalities between the two. One, for example, is that the colorway of the upper is very much a total colorway. And by that, what I mean is that I can't say often anymore, actually, because I've seen quite a lot of total whites when it comes to Air Force One, where the whole sneaker is white. But maybe often what you'll get with an Air Force One is that the base colorway will be one thing, as for example the swoosh will be a totally different color. For example, say a white upper with a blue swoosh on the side, just a random colorway to put together for you guys out there. But in the case of these two here, the burnt orange is total and the gold is total, and that is most noticeable in the swoosh. Now the swoosh on the gold ones is a sort of, I think it's a gray color, but because it's a deep grey on a gold, they actually look very similar together, and it gives you that uniform pattern across the whole upper. And then the same with the burnt orange. The colour of the swoosh is slightly different from the upper, but because it's similar, it gives that total look. What does have a sort of popping point of interest that drags your eyes to it is the GORE-TEX branding, which I think is woven, as in like stitched into the heel section there. So you've got this embroidered GORE-TEX branding on the heel section of both of these sneakers. Now, in terms of materials, there's two primary materials. There's leather and mesh going on here, and because of that GORE-TEX branding on there, and because it's a GORE-TEX collaboration, it needs to be durable and all weather. And the mesh is tightly woven mesh, so it's not even your regular mesh, it's tightly woven. Then you've got the leather on there as well, and what that's going to do is make these more weatherproof and durable to the elements. And one place where that's kind of significant is up on the tongue, where you can see that the tongue is a sort of I don't know, it's a really interesting woven effect that I haven't seen often on Air Force Ones, and I kind of like the look of that there. I think it's going to be a neat sort of small but interesting feature of these sneakers. And then when you turn both of these guys upside down, and I'll sort of alternate between the two back here, you can see that the outsole keeps that sort of consistent uniform colorway theme going in both the gold and the burnt orange variants. All in all, I kind of like both of these sneakers. If I had to go for one, I think I'd go for the burnt oranges, mainly because of the swoosh. I don't really like the swoosh on the gold ones that much. I think it's It's just not close enough to the gold, but not far enough away from the gold. So I've said before in videos, it's chu to hampa, which is the Japanese for being in between something, and it's just in between. It's not quite one or the other. Whereas on the burnt orange, I think it actually sort of fits in much more smoothly with the color coordination on the upper. Okay, that's enough from me today. I do drop content every single day, so I do appreciate when you come back and check out that content. Drop comments for me down below, so please do that, and make sure you've hit the like button, because that definitely helps the channel and helps the videos to get seen out there. For now, it's time to sign off, but because I do this every single day, I can confidently say at the end of every one of my videos that you're guaranteed to see me tomorrow.